Facebook is the single most important social media platform when looking to connect with seniors. And whether you're experienced with Facebook for your business or if you're just starting, right now is the time to work on building your following, in terms of post-AEP activity. Good morning, insurance agents of the senior market. Welcome back to Near and Far. It is Monday, December 13th. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, bing, bing, to make sure you're getting those notifications as soon as our content is available to you. It's a lot of great stuff we're giving you. You got to be ready for it. Additionally, if there's anything in this video you'd like to talk more about, you want to learn more about, get set up to do, email us at nf_studios@neishloss.com. So Josh, agents are already contacting us about putting together their first quarter marketing plan.
Yeah.
For Medicare Advantage and Medicare Supplement. Those calls are coming in hot and heavy.
Exactly. I mean, we are always looking for that type of agent as well. So we're looking for those agents to give us calls about their marketing plans because there's so much opportunity this year. I mean, you've got agents that are always on the ball, your typical Johnny on the spots that are trying to get their Q1 goals and objectives taken care of this type of year. But above and beyond that, we've got huge opportunities in the five-star markets. Not only that, but also the typical D-SNP sales as well.
Right, yeah, it's not just about first quarter. It's about, the rest of December as well. Mm-hmm. But that being said, many of these conversations are revolving around things that you have to pay for.
Yeah.
We talked on a previous episode about you sitting there with your pen, like
ready to go, yes.
Ready to write the checks. But not enough of these conversations, I think, to my mind, are revolving around what you can get for free.
Oh, for sure. Agents really need to focus right now on saving some of their dollars, and they can do that by still marketing. One of the easiest, most efficient, and cost savings ways to get more apps in the door this time of year is referrals. Some just make referrals happen for them if you're an agent. It could be the centerpiece of your marketing strategy right now. And if our agents are doing anything, they should be talking to their current clients and generating as much referrals as possible for this type of year.
Yeah, a centerpiece of marketing strategies from the best agents. Like if I look at the agents that write the most business every year, year in, year out, those are the agents who never need leads.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
And the reason why is you call that agent and you say, hey, do you need leads? How can we come up with you? They're like, I'm too busy with referrals.
100%.
So why don't we talk about 3 ways that agents watching today can increase referrals immediately?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, let's go get to it. So the first way that you can start building your referral base quickly, effective, immediately is to build your Facebook following. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure that all of you are tired of hearing me say the word Facebook. Hell, Mark Zuckerberg might be tired of hearing me say the word Facebook.
He has. That's why he changes the meta.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to continue to say Facebook. I don't care what type of name change you're doing, Zuckerberg. Forget you. I'm going to continue to say Facebook because I've got this really cool Facebook flag image that I love tossing on the screen, so I'm just going to stick with it. But in all seriousness, Facebook is the single most important social media platform when looking to connect with seniors. And whether you're experienced with Facebook for your business or if you're just starting, right now is the time to work on building your following, in terms of post-AEP activity.
100%. I mean, you just met with all of your clients during AEP. This is the time of year that they're going to be most inclined to follow, listen to you. They're on Facebook right now already looking up pictures of their grandparents, especially around the holidays time when people are posting hot and heavy. So you got to get in front of all of your clients right now. Let them know that you're available on Facebook. If you don't have a business, card that has your Facebook page or a QR code that links to your Facebook page, you got to get that started.
Yeah, and the people that like and follow your page are going to see your content. Mm-hmm. So it's not just it's not like you're putting notches in your belt. I've got 255 followers. That's not what it's about. Every one of those like and follows sees your content. And so when you then start making posts about 5-star plans and generating referrals, it's going to get the business rolling in. And to your point, Josh, this is absolutely the right time, if you're not actively engaged in doing that, to build your following with those AEP sales.
Exactly, 100%. The next one that I guess we're going to go into right now is the post-enrollment check-in calls. So this is vital for any of your agents that are out there that are trying to follow up with your current clients. I mean, it seems so basic, so, top of mind, but it's something that a lot of agents don't do. After you write that sale, spend some time on the phone with that client afterwards. Let them know that you're here for them. Answer any questions that they have, especially within those first 2 weeks after you submit that application.
Yeah, here's the funny thing. And I know that I just did a show, I think, last week about agents calling their leads.
Yeah.
And how just call them more. But it's interesting to me that so many agents will take leads and call them. Mm-hmm. And the best agents will call them and call them and call them. Like hit them again, over and over and over again. But aren't the best lead generators your already satisfied clients? Like there should not be a better generator of leads than the person who just trusted you to sign on the dotted line on the app or to sign on their finger on a Medicare Center enrollment on your iPad.
Exactly. If you think about it, you're an agent that just sat down with a client that had a ton of questions about their current health coverage. Why would they not trust you to also help someone that is maybe a loved one or a family or a friend that may be in that same boat? You got to be talking to your clients and making sure that they know that you're here to support them and their family and your whole local community.
Yeah, and the post-enrollment check-in call, it does two things that are critically important. Mm-hmm. The first thing is it cements retention.
Yes.
Because the best sale that you can make is one that you've already done.
Yes.
So, and I always say that the best member is the one you don't have to go out and replace. Mm-hmm. Knowing that in so many markets, and I don't want to say this is the downside of 5-star plans, but it is a reality of it. You've got 5-star product available in so many markets. That's a member that if you sold them, they could leave you.
Yep.
You've got OEP coming, January 1st to the end, which is, again, the switching period. Mm-hmm. So building retention with that call, again, keeps your book of business tight, but it builds lead flow. Like there's so many entries to that call. And I'm interested in one of your favorite entries, but to me, a lot of agents will make the "Have you received your ID card?" call. My favorite is because so many plans now have the over-the-counter catalog.
Yep.
It's, hey, have you made an over-the-counter order? Because you want to get people starting to experience their plan and be like, I feel value here. Mm-hmm. This is so great. I just got a bunch of aspirins and Band-Aids and diabetic socks for free.
Yep.
But there's so many. What's one of your favorite entries in terms of that post-enrollment check-in call that builds retention and positions you to say, hey, I can help other people that you know?
I think the OTC is a huge one, especially the catalog, making sure that they understand it, whether the catalog is something that you have to go online for because you might have to coach them to go to the website, or you might have to order a brochure for them, or they might have a debit card that they could just go to the store and utilize that there. So making sure that that's top of mind is huge. One of my favorite entry points is just making sure that your client has already scheduled their annual exam. It's a super easy way to do it, making sure that they have already selected their PCP, that they're comfortable with that. They have the plan documents that are, and that they're familiar with what they're going to spend. If they have to go to a specialist, what they're going to be spending on a specialist. And so making sure that all of their drugs, that if they've had to go to the pharmacy yet, order any drugs, and do they have any issues with the prescriptions at all too, is a great way to just check in with the clients and making sure that they know that you're there for them.
Yeah, I totally forgot to mention to you when we were talking about shooting this episode this morning, was I had a conversation with a D-SNP agent and was talking about referral generation and that type of stuff. D-SNP agent dropped this nugget of gold on me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is like probably the coolest idea that we're going to talk about this whole show. Mm-hmm. We're talking about post-enrollment verification or check-in calls.
Yeah.
And the agent said that their particular approach is they call to make sure that they've scheduled an appointment at the dentist.
Oh, yeah.
Because so many D-SNP plans have this massive benefit. Dental is such a driver of D-SNP enrollment. Like it's probably, if it's not number one, it's probably number two.
Yeah.
And so he calls because a lot of times, you write somebody in November and they get to January and they may forget that they got 4, 5, heck, on a lot of these plans in Pennsylvania with that on the D-SNP, $6,000 in dental.
Yeah.
And it's like, have you scheduled your dental appointment yet? Mm-hmm. That was that particular agent's thought, and I had never thought about that being the entry to the post-enrollment call, but I was like, that's gold right there.
And another thing that they can even do from that is find out what dentist that they're going to. If they're a network, that's a gold mine as well. as an agent, go to that dentist's office, introduce yourself. Hey, I know that you work with some Medicare, Medicaid eligible folks. Is it okay? Because I assist those types of individuals on a day in and day out basis. One of my clients, even Cozy here. Here's a stack of my business cards. If you ever have any clients that are Medicare, Medicaid eligible, if they have any questions, give them my business card and have them give me a call.
You know what? It's interesting that you bring that up because that sounds like the provider partnership episode that we shot a little while ago.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice. So the third way that you can start generating referrals right away, instantaneously, is hosting a member appreciation event. So this could be in person or it could be virtual. Like we've actually talked to some agents who've done virtual events, and you got to pair it with some content. Mm-hmm. But here's the key. When you invite your members to do it, tell them to bring a friend.
Mm-hmm. It's the easiest way. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that don't want to go things alone. Some folks have a husband, some folks have a wife, some folks don't have anybody. But if you can make it casual, say, hey, just bring a friend, that opens up the floodgates for them to feel, comfortable with bringing someone to an event that they may have never met you before, or if they're your current client, bring someone that has never met you before.
Yeah, I mean, you can make this an educational event. You can have some food and beverage. Most importantly, this is a key with these member appreciation events, gift raffle. Okay, again, you can make that fit under the nominal gift rule.
Yep.
If it's like, oh, well, I'm going to have, anticipated attendance is your key there in terms of CMS up. Here I am talking about compliance and sales all at the same time. But you have 20 people, anticipated attendance. You can have a raffle gift that's under $300.
Yeah,
that'd be like, hey, I'll go listen to my insurance agent talk about something I'm interested in. Maybe I can win a prize.
Exactly. You can have fun with it. Have a whole bingo event too if you even really wanted to. Medicare and bingo go hand in hand. Bring people together. Teach them about Medicare. Have a quick bingo game that also falls under the nominal gift rule.
Yeah, absolutely. And what better way to generate new clients than having your existing clients bring someone to hear you in person?
Exactly. I mean, it's the ultimate referral. You're already sitting across the table or sitting in a room with a bunch of your current clients that have just brought friends that they don't know you. It's a great referral. It's a great way that you can introduce yourself as a member of the community to help everyone out with their Medicare questions.
Yeah, I mean, financial planners have been doing this for years in terms of, now granted, they're hosting like big time dinners because they don't unfortunately have to deal with CMS compliance. Billy Kaufman, we love you, our compliance officer. I have now said compliance 3 times in this show, which, hopefully doesn't get
It's like Beetlejuice, like Bill Kaufman's going to bust through the door.
Here comes a compliance officer. No. But seriously, like financial planners do this all the time. Is they host a dinner or an educational event for their existing clients, and they're like, bring a friend. Happy to provide dinner for them too. Why can our agents not do it? Guess what? You can, and it'll help you generate referrals right away.
Absolutely. It's 100% one of the best ways that you can generate referrals with being cheap, effective, and just be a good part of your community.
Yeah, and so many agents talk about free leads. The only thing better than a free lead is a referral because it's free and the person probably trusts you already.
Exactly. It's someone that you already sold already is giving you the a go ahead to include my friend in one of your sales.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will be back with you on Wednesday, December 15th. This has been Josh. I'm Bill. This has been Near and Far.